So in this video, I'm going to let y'all know how much money I actually lost. Not one, emphasis. I didn't win shit. But I'm going to let you know how much money I lost and how I lost it. What's good, Draco Nation? It's your boy, back with another reaction video. Man, listen, y'all, I'm not in the greatest mood. Listen, I wasn't even going to record today. Y'all see it's later in the day. Usually I record around 9:30, 10 o'clock and upload my videos around this time, like 2 or 3 o'clock, right? But this probably ain't going to get uploaded till 5:30, 6 o'clock. I wasn't going to record today. But why? UFC 259. Great fights. Great fights. I like the event. Like it ran perfectly smooth. Yeah, it cost about $80, but listen, we checked it out, and I'm getting in the groove of sports betting. If y'all know what sports betting is, when you deposit your money and you put it into different things, as far as NBA, soccer, NHL, anything, any sports you want to bet on, you can bet on it. Even down to the who's going to score the first 3-pointer in the game, or who's going to get the last rebound of the game. Like it's broken down to that, that specific details of what you can bet on. So in this video, I'm gonna let y'all know how much money I actually lost. Not one, emphasis. I didn't win shit. But I'm gonna let you know how much money I lost and how I lost it. But y'all, we gonna react to what actually happened at UFC 259. We gonna react to it. Listen, y'all, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, for more bigger reactions. Get straight into it, man.
Hey everybody, how's
I actually didn't want to reveal what this moment.
Video, we will be covering what actually happened.
Great fights though. Great fights. I give them that.
Also, if you enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Let's get to it. Fight cards don't get much bigger or better than UFC 259. With 3 championship fights.
Let me know in the comment section who y'all had winning these fights too, as I'm explaining.
It's easy to see why the MMA world was eagerly anticipating the action from inside Las Vegas
That was
at
a
UFC Apex on Saturday night. In the main event, middleweight champion Israel Adesanya headed to the light heavyweight division to challenge 205-pound champion Jan Blachowicz in the Pole's first title defense. The co-main event featured 2-division champ Amanda Nunes defending her women's featherweight title against Megan Anderson.
Alright, so I had to wait for those two to finish, because those was the main ones I betted on. You feel what I'm saying? So, listen. Israel Adesanya versus Jan Blachowicz, light heavyweight title. In my mind, I'm thinking as a challenger going up in weight, how he's gonna come out. So I made a bet. This is my first one. I made a bet. I put $20 down for him winning the first round. So the odds were really stacked against it. So I said, you know what, $20 for a $115 payout. $115. All he had to do was win the first round. Guess what happened? He didn't win the first round. You want to know how he didn't win the first round? These fucking judges. These judges are terrible. They gave that fight 2 10-8 rounds. How do you give 2 10-8 rounds when it was literally like a 8 significant strikes difference in 3 of the rounds? How is that possible? Who dominated a round? Nobody. Jan Blachowicz dominated the second half of the last 2 rounds. Israel dominated the first half of the last 2 rounds. Those couldn't be 10-8s. So tell me, how was those 10-8 rounds? But let's go back to me losing my money on that. Israel Adesanya clearly won the first round. Clearly. He outstruck him and he kept the distance. It was no domination. Israel Adesanya won the first round. But according to these terrible judges, he lost the first round. So boom, I lose that. I lost. I lost my first bet. But let's keep watching. We're going to get into all. I'm not done yet.
Defend his 135-pound title on the card, taking on top contender Aljamain Sterling.
We going to get to this.
We all agree that Dana White is smiling heavily wherever he is right now due to the stacked card he had this weekend. So without further ado, this is what actually happened at UFC 259. First, we'll quickly talk about the fight between Jan versus Sterling and Amanda Nunes versus Anderson before we move on to the main segment.
Oh, we gonna get to him.
Jan just 7 UFC fights to capture the undisputed title, which makes for a meteoric
This
rise.
was a good fight too,
However,
by the way.
there was a
That was
somewhat
a great
fair
fight.
argument that the biggest wins come over the contenders of yesteryear. Fortunately, he has an opportunity here to immediately shut down that narrative, as Sterling's recent success is undeniable. When he challenged Petr Yan for the bantamweight title, Sterling became the first fighter in UFC history to earn a championship due to disqualification. He absorbed an illegal knee from Yan at 4 minutes and...
All right, listen, y'all. Hold on, let me fix that. Hold on. Listen, terrible knee. That was vicious. Honestly, this disqualification is probably one of the top 3 disqualifications I've ever seen. This shit was so shocking to me because it's quiet for once. It's very quiet. You can hear your coaches very, very clearly. I don't know what went through this man's brain to think this was legal to do. You've been fighting probably your entire life. It's no way you don't know this was an illegal knee. Even if somebody was telling you to kick him or knee him, you knew in your head, no, I'm not doing it. Ain't no fucking way. Y'all tripping. So, when it comes to my bet on this one, I had Petr Yan winning the first round. I betted another $20. This was more of a on the over, so it wasn't a big payout. It was like $45 I would have won if he won the first round. This was my fault. This is Aljamain's very first title shot. So I'm thinking, okay, it's no way he's going to come out that aggressive. I was wrong. He came out guns blazing. I'm literally throwing 50 punches, 50 strikes in one round. So he won the first round. But in my brain, that was my fault. I should have known he was going to come out that strong on the very first round and fade at the end. I should have known that. So that's my fault. Boom, another bet loss. But we ain't done yet.
Round 4 and was deemed unable to continue by referee Mark Smith. The first of 3 title fights at UFC 259 Jan versus Sterling was an elite barn burner of a contest for 3+ rounds.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Sterling led the dance while most of Jan's offense was responsive. As the fight progressed, Sterling began to fade, but before any further questions could be answered about his gas tank, the fight came to a screeching halt. Also, Petr Yan was 7 out of 7 for his takedown attempts, while Sterling was only 1 out of 17.
That's crazy. Yo, to think somebody will shoot 17 times is pretty wild, and then only gets 1. That's
Sterling
tough.
wasn't too happy about the outcome of the fight.
I thought the fight was very close. I thought I was down 2 rounds. And that's not the way I wanted to win.
So do y'all think these 2 guys will run it back anytime soon?
They will
Let us
run
know
it
in the
back,
comments
1,000%.
below.
It's
Next,
not
we have
even
Megan
a
Anderson
doubt.
versus Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes, the most dominant female fighter.
This bet hurt the most, and I'm gonna let you know why in a minute. This one literally is so painful to rewatch it. It's tough. I'm gonna let you know how my bets went.
In an absolute thrashing of #1 featherweight contender Megan Anderson. Nunes forced Anderson to tap to a nasty armbar at 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the opening round of their featherweight title fight at UFC 259 inside the Apex. In all likelihood, she could have finished the fight any way she wanted. She rocked Anderson with the right hand in the opening minute, a shot that
I'm gonna
had
talk
the
in a
challenger on
second,
skates.
because like I said,
Anderson
this one
was
is
too
tough for
hurt.
me.
She actually shot a takedown on Nunes, which led to a finish on the ground. At this point, is there anyone that could...
Okay, my bet was, this was the big one, $40. I had $40 on, 1 second, $40. That's a $195 payout. Guess what my bet was? Amanda Nunes will win the second round. That's one bet. Then I had another one for $20 with an $80 payout that she will end the fight in the second round. That's $60. She knocked her out in the first round. Oh, well, she didn't knock her out. She finished her in the first round. In the first round. That's also my fault. Nobody's messing with this female. She should be fighting men at this point. I'm not lying. I'm not even joking. I should have known in my head she wouldn't even. I was thinking, okay, Amanda Nunes will feel her out because she's longer, so it will take a little time, to feel the distance, to understand like her game plan towards. Only took her 2.5 minutes. Soon as she threw the first punch and landed, I was like, it's over. She didn't take it well. Her poker face was not it. It wasn't working. I saw as soon as it happened, I was like, yep, take my money. I lost it. All my money's gone because I know it wasn't going to go past its first round. So, $60.
Even Joe Rogan had asked her if there was any.
We're going to calculate it up later.
She's been so dominant.
Don't take my advice on sports betting.
There's no one in this 145-pound division.
I don't know, Joe. I'm here.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault, whatever.
Now on to our
That
main
sucks.
segment of the video.
Like, you're
Jan
fighting and
Blachowicz
they're just throwing
defended his
sheep
UFC
at you.
light heavyweight title with the unanimous decision over previously unbeaten
Yes, I bet it
Israel
on the
Adesanya
main
at
event also.
UFC 259 on Saturday night, thwarting Adesanya's bid to hold on 2 championship belts simultaneously. The 38-year-old Blachowicz made his first title defense after weathering an impressive start by Adesanya, the fearsome middleweight champion.
This was a good fight to watch. It was okay. It wasn't crazy. I didn't think it was going to be crazy, though.
Takedowns and subsequent ground control in the 4th and 5th rounds. Blachowicz ended the fight in full mount while raining down punches on Adesanya, who had never lost in a mixed martial arts career that began in 2012. Adesanya, the charismatic Nigerian-born New Zealander, failed to join Nunes, Conor McGregor, Daniel Cormier, and Henry Cejudo as the UFC's only simultaneous.
Now listen, this one is a little bit different. Why? Because I really didn't expect nothing too crazy of this fight. It was either go 1-2 ways. Either Adesanya was going to pick him apart from the outside and don't let him touch him at all, or Yambo was going to knock him out. Those was the only 2 things that was going to happen. Neither happened. So, my bet was Adesanya will win the last 2 rounds. Now, that's a smart bet in my head. Let me know in the comment section, was that a smart bet? Because in my head, I'm thinking, Jan Blachowicz, him chasing Adesanya for 3 rounds and not really getting anything off, it's going to tire him out. That's how every fight goes with John Jones fights. He always win the last 2 rounds because they always gas out trying to catch him. So I thought he was going to go with that same approach and don't let him get, don't let him get touched. Didn't go that way. He actually got the takedowns at the end of the last 2 rounds. Who would have thought that? Would you have thought that? I would have thought he would have got all his takedowns during the first 3 rounds. That's what I would have thought. Nope, it didn't go that way. Adesanya really had a good shot. Like, he really did have a good. Something about these judges, bro. I don't know what it is about MMA, which is so hard to judge. I don't know why, but obviously it's hard to judge. 10-8. 10-8? I don't think so. But listen, y'all, I don't need to see no more. I really don't need to see more. I didn't want to relive this. I just want to let y'all know, listen, if y'all sports bettors, don't take no advice from me ever. I'm not good at it. I'm terrible at it, actually. I'm going to take a good little break on this sports betting because this event, I'm going to remember this one for a lifetime. The next time I bet, I'm going to bet the most easiest bets ever. Like, you literally can't lose them. That's what I'm going to do. But listen, y'all, like the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, for more bigger reactions. I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace.